The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Welcome to my cooking show, It's Supper Time, presented by Street Chef. That's the name of my food bus right behind me. I converted a school bus into a food bus, so with great Italian sandwiches from the Fontanini Italian Group. They're out of Chicago, as well as my bread company is out of Chicago. So basically, I brought a taste of Chicago to Fort Wayne, or Indianapolis is where I'm at now. So the show is currently on Fort Wayne Public Access 2, which is Comcast Cable Channel 57, and then Frontier Channel 27. So you can also find me on Facebook as Street Chef. Then on Twitter is Call In a Chef, and also on YouTube is the Call In a Chef channel. So if you follow me, like me on Facebook, that'd be great. So also with the that being said, with my Italian sandwiches, which John Gaskell has been asking about the Philly, so we'll be doing the Philly. We're going to do an Italian dip, a meatball marinara sandwich, a fire dog, and a double dog, man. If you're not hungry now, man, when I debut that sandwich, man, that's going to be coming up is the Philly. So also want to thank John Altamario with Alpha Baking Company. We'll also have a Get Fit fitness bit, so stick around and come on back. Welcome back to my cooking show, It's Supper Time, presented by Street Chef. That's the name of my school bus right behind me. I'm on Comcast Cable Channel 57 and Frontiers Channel 27, Fort Wayne Public Access. I want to thank Norm Compton for allowing me to do my cooking show here. Also, very quickly, I want to thank the Fontanini Italian Group. That's the basic concept with my food bus is I do Italian sandwiches. So I also brought some bread from Chicago as well. I want to thank John Altamario with that very good bread. So you throw in Fontanini and Alpha Baking Company, what a great mix. So here's what I have. So I have some good Italian beef I pre-portioned out. I use 8 ounces, so basically a half a pound of Italian beef. Put some nice good provolone cheese on the bottom. Then on top, of course, we have our Italian beef. And over here, I have sauteed peppers and onions ahead of time. Look at the steam coming off that. So some people like it juicy or wet. Who doesn't like it wet? Looks really good. Make sure we get all the Italian beef on there. Short out the customer. Oh, there you go. Nice peppers. See how the juices laying on there like that? Look at that. Now your onions. Then always put another slice of cheese on top, like so. Here's my Italian Philly. So when we come back, I'm going to show you that Italian dip. So stay hungry.
702 high. And we're coming up on Jackson's Crossing this time. Roger. Lead over.
Today, just 1 in every 100 Americans serves in our armed forces. They train, they deploy, they fight, they come home. And when they do, the mission continues, offers them a challenge. To continue to serve, to continue to inspire, through community service fellowships and funding that lets veterans put their experience, leadership, and talents to work here at home. Across America, the mission continues. Veterans are making a difference in their communities and in their own lives. Now they can find the same sense of purpose that they experienced in uniform And their dedication and effort can lead to new careers, new opportunities, further education, and a successful transition home. To learn more about the Mission Continues and be a part of the challenge, visit missioncontinues.org.
Welcome back to my cooking show, It's Supper Time, presented by CallinAChef.com, powered by Public Access Television and Livestream.com. Welcome back to my cooking show, It's Supper Time, presented by Street Chef. That's the name of my cooking bus right behind me. We're on Public Access Comcast Cable Channel 57, and Frontier Cable Channel 27. Like you said, Fort Wayne Public Access. I want to thank Norm Compton and allow me to have my cooking show on there. Try to demo some food down the line. This is what I do for my food truck. I just wanted to present some of the food, some of the sandwiches I do here. So that being said, John Gaskell, how was that Philly, man? That was pretty cool, right? My sound guy gave me a 2 thumbs up in the back in the control room, man. He was all teeth, man. So I also want to thank some of these Facebook and the social media. We're on Street Chef on Facebook. Instagram, we're Call In a Chef, as well as YouTube. My channel is the Call In a Chef. Please follow me on YouTube and like me on Facebook. Appreciate it, the support. Drop me an email if you need to email me, or send me an instant message on Instagram or Facebook. So that being said, we're off to the Italian dip version of the cooking show. So it's the same concept with that Italian Philly. If you remember back, John Gaskell, about the Italian peppers and the onions there. So I think Mrs. Shaw would be really cool, really stoked about this Italian dip here, wouldn't she, John? So, like I said, all my sandwiches come with a nice, good provolone cheese. Put one on the bottom, as so, and then one on top after I get the Italian beef up to temperature. So, that being said, I want to also thank Nemco for this nice steam table. It's been a couple years. I've talked to them at the NRA show, so it was kind of nice for them. I also want to thank Eugene, who's in the control room, our sound and production guy over there. He's taking good care of me in the studio there. So grab that last bit of Italian beef. Then always will complements this good au jus cup, and then you put a nice slice of cheese on top. Just like so. When we come back, look at that nice juice, and you can dip it in there while you're eating it. So when we come back, are you a baller? I think you're a baller, so if you're a baller, come on back. Welcome back to my cooking show, It's Supper Time, presented by Street Chef. That's the name of my food bus is right behind me. I want to thank out some of the people who's helped me to get this bus up and running. First of all, the people who had the bus before me, Brad Miller, Tim and Steve Seibert. Together, we came together and said, let me get this bus. And Brad was wanting to do something else with it, and decided he was too tall for the bus, man. The dude's 7'2", and inside the bus is like 6'4", so he was like leaning like this coming in the bus. So I appreciate Brad for hooking the hook up. So what I've done is tremendously. I want to thank John Hartman Jr. with Northside Plumbing. You got Hafner Paints, hooked me up with some paint, although I had to pay for it down the road, but appreciate it. Gary and Tim allow me to do that. It goes with the street credit, you know. I couldn't get a loan, so I had to go and go to the companies I know in Fort Wayne and say, hey, be like Wimpy. I can't pay you today, but I give you a sandwich on Tuesday. But hey, it worked. So I want to also thank Interior Concepts, Contract Flooring. Mark, he's a great guy, although I replaced the floor because the Board of Health down in Marion County wanted me to replace the floor. So Juan Bravo, we did that. We had to add additional, I had a 32-gallon waste tank, and ended up, when I moved down to Indianapolis to Marion County, old Juan Bravo wanted a 35-gallon waste tank. So we had to switch that out, which we put a 55-gallon tank in there. Then we also had to add a 30-gallon fresh water tank. So we got all that done and additional expenses. A friend of mine, Eric Weaver, then also Everett, helped me out with this refrigerator. I want to appreciate them, the IKEA Mitsubishi there on Shadeland. Thanks a lot, Everett, for that. just like I said, a lot of street credit has helped me to get there, but you know, the people don't get left out, man. We always will make that stop. So that being said, you can also find me on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel called Call In a Chef. Then on Facebook, you can look me up as Street Chef. So John Gaskell, I'm hoping you're following me on Facebook like you are. So I know you like that fill-in, you like that dip. I know you're a baller, man, because I keep on seeing some things about Jesus Christ, and He's our Savior, Lord. So amen to that. So that being said, let's look into this baller sandwich, which we have from the Italian Fontanini Italian Meats, which we always put our provolone cheese on the bottom of the sandwich, then a piece of cheese on top. So, nice good Italian meatballs. I'll put a little bit of sauce. It's getting dry a little bit, but there we go. Then the last piece of cheese always goes up on top, like so. And that's my baller sandwich. Isn't that pretty? That's grub. Gaskell, eat your heart out, Mrs. Shaw. So when we come back, I'm going to talk about doing that fire dog sandwich. I'm going to help out support the fire department and the police department, so come on back. Welcome back to my cooking show. It's Supper Time, presented by Street Chef. That's the name of my food bus is right behind me. I want to tell you another story of how I came up with this great concept. I met John Bono at the National Restaurant Association food show about 8, 9, maybe 10 years ago. And prior to that food show, he actually broke his leg, and I missed him at the Grand Rapids show. So when I met him in May at the NRA in Chicago, him and Eugene Fontanini, he's like, who is this cracker? You know, who is this guy? He's like, beat it, kid. Come back when you got a restaurant. So it took me an extra couple years. By the time I was grading 55, I'm joking, John. But no, they jumped on board, and I have this school bus, and we've been rocking for about 2 years now. My third season, I moved my business down to Indianapolis to Marion County. In Hamilton, the Carmel Lakes, the Noblesville. We're going to be in Brownsburg, just to name a few towns. I'm just naming more, learning more about Indianapolis as we speak. I've been working with Warren Central High School. They're going to be doing a food truck rally as well. North Central High School has a bike-a-thon coming up in the spring for Riley's Hospital. So that should be interesting as well. We'll be out there. If you want to look me up, I've joined the Book Indy Food Truck Alliance. So you have more information, you can email me or instant message me on Facebook. So the Book Indy Food Truck Alliance is pretty cool. Gets me into Riley's Hospital, some other places, which down in Indianapolis, there's well over 1,800 businesses with 200 more employees. So, you know, I heard there's 500 companies with 500 employees. So there's a lot of business for our food trucks. My first big event is going to be, I believe, March 22nd. That's the Nike Volleyball Championships through the 24th. We're going to be set up on Georgia Street. How they work it, they do a lottery system. So it's fair for all the other 120 food trucks are down in Indy. So that's our competition is 120. But from what I've gathered and met with them the last couple of weeks, they all work together. And we're all like a happy family in Indianapolis. It seems like what I gather. And all the food trucks try to help each other out. And that's what it should be. And we should be private, and say, how did you get invited here? There's plenty of business, plenty of work. As humans, we got to eat 3 times a day. So there is a market for me. I also do in the wintertime when it's like 40 degrees or below. I shouldn't say below zero because recently it was below zero here. It was like 30, 40 below. It was ridiculous world record, cold here. So we've never seen a cold snap like that ever. Thanks a lot for that polar vortex, they talk about. Forget about it. So let's talk about the food here. So this fire dog sandwich, what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to help out the Marion County Police Department and the fire dog, which I'm going to donate 50 cents. 25 cents goes to the Fire Department Benevolent Association, and another quarter goes to the Police Department. I want to thank them for helping me out and helping the Indianapolis area stay safe, you know, and we got to look out for one another, you know, especially the cops. They sometimes get a bad rap, you know, but when you're in danger, or when your wife or your husband's beating you up, or you're getting chased by a bully, who are you going to call? You're going to call the police. So that's what they're there for. So next time you see a police officer, thank them. You know, they do a hard, you know, a tough job. Tougher than mine. You know, sometimes we have a stress job in the kitchens. 100 tickets strolling across, and you got 30 minutes to get all those 100 tickets out. I've been there, done that. And that is not as stressing chasing a guy who's shooting bullets at you on any given time. So I respect them, and you should respect them, and next time you see them, just say thank you. Especially like the military. I want to thank the military for their service. And without them, we wouldn't be able to take our liberties and be able to do my cooking show, or you to travel to go to Chicago or New Orleans, or maybe go to the Super Bowl or the World Series. That's how good we have in the United States. That's why people want to come to our country, you know. And I'm not trying to get political here, but at the end of the night, I have a security system for my food bus right behind me. I want to protect my asset. Likewise, when you go home at night, you have a security system because you want to protect your house. I don't think it's so big for us to everybody throw in a penny or whatever needs to get this wall being built, so we don't let criminals who shouldn't be coming into our country and coming in the right way. Let's do it the right way. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going political or anything like that. That's my 2 cents. Maybe I might get a flack, you know, or people say I might, you know, hurt a sponsor. You know, Fontanini's been strong. All my sponsors have been strong. They're not going to lose me because, you know, we all should build this wall. We're all in it together. Let's stop the bickering back and forth, and let's get the job done. So that being said, that fire dog sandwich, what I'm talking about, which is really cool, went on a tangent there. I'm sorry about that. Shouldn't talk politics in the food, but sometimes, you know, it's the topic of conversation, what's going on right now, you know. So what we got is we have the fire dog, nice Italian sausage from the Fontanini Italian group out of Chicago. Awesome, awesome product. And there we go. Normally we would put giardiniera peppers, but my camera person said no giardiniera, so you got to talk and listen and hear your customer. No peppers, no peppers. So when we come back, I'm going to talk about doing that double dog. Remember the double dog? Oh my gosh. Come on back. You're going to be excited about that. Welcome back to my cooking show. It's Supper Time, presented by Street Chef, to name the food bus. And I want to thank Public Access Television in Fort Wayne, Indiana, to allow my cooking show on. You can find me on Comcast Cable Channel 57, and then Frontier Cable is Channel 27. Also, you can also find me on Facebook, like me on Street Chef on Facebook, Instagram as well, Street Chef. But my YouTube channel is Call In as Chef. So look me up there, follow me, like me, and all that good stuff on that social media. Maybe I'll draw a lucky contestant maybe for a free sandwich or something. Try to give a fitness pass away. People, I don't know, Indiana people or in general, or people are lazy, they don't want to get in exercise. Mr. Scott at Get Fit, it's a great guy there. We'll fill you in. Jordan as well will help you work out, get your regimen where you want to be. I want to also thank Crystal with Get Fit for helping us out with that Fitbit, what you just saw. So that being said, I also want to thank some of the other people. Right Way Pizza, Walt, allowed me to be my commissary for my food bus for Marion County, where Juan Bravo will be coming over in a couple weeks when the weather gets better. I'm not taking the bus out until springtime, so I'm actually going to be doing some cooking shows for the next month or two, for the next 6 to 8 weeks. So just keep me going, and it's fun doing cooking shows. It's fun to do what I do. So I love what I do. Sometimes it's stressful. Sometimes it's a great day when you sell out. So that being said, we're that double dog. Remember that fire dog, which we're helping the local police and fire department? Well, the double dog is that Italian sausage with Italian beef on top. So Most people are digging this sandwich. When I went to I was mentioning that NRA show, I mentioned we came up with this sandwich, I believe at the GFS food show. So Jim Wiley and Scott Timmons was together. They're like, Chef, dude, you got the Italian beef, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you have our sausage. He's like, why don't you combine those and call the Double Dog, dude? I'm like, dude, you're on to something. So that's what we did, man. So we created that sandwich. I want to thank Scott Timmons and Jim Wiley for the ideas. That's why we go to these food shows, to come up with ideas like that. So there's the Italian sausage. They have a mild and they also have a spicy. I'm using the mild here, and then I put some good Italian beef on there. I'm just warming it up, and it goes right across the Italian sausage, like so. See if my camera guy can focus that on there real quick, like so. I think we got it all. So this is what the Double Dog looks like. So when we come back, I'm going to close the show out, so come on back.
Here's a great trick that's amazes everybody, yet it's easy to do. Anybody can do it. But deck of cards, I'm going to let you take one card out and look at it. You can show it to the camera if you want. And then I want you to, I'll turn my back, and I want you to write your name on the face of that card real big. Print your name, write your name, whatever. So you'll know that card again. Then turn it down. Okay. And I'll place it back in the deck. Now, even if I mix the cards, it'd be easy for me to find your card. I just look through for the one you wrote your name on. But I actually do this by touch. I can feel the face of each card and tell which card you touched. I'll show you a trick with that box in a minute, but first we'll do this. Now, to find your card, I'll even do it behind my back where I can't possibly peek or anything. No, that isn't it. No, that's not it. I'll get it. No. Oh, wait a minute. I think that might be it. See if that isn't it. No? That's why I have this box here in case of emergency. Take the lid off. You can keep that for a souvenir.
Welcome back to my cooking show, It's Supper Time, presented by Street Chef on Public Access Television. I want to thank you for viewing my cooking show. Hopefully, I entertained you for the 30 minutes. Hopefully, it was probably around 20, 22 minutes, depending on the PSAs we put in there today. And the fitness bit, I want to thank Get Fit for supplying me that. We'll be returning back to Get Fit to do more fitness bits throughout the season. So stay tuned to that. And likewise, if you need a courtesy pass over in Indianapolis, you're in town, Get Fit. We'll give you a 24 or 48-hour day pass. Just use the promo code Street Chef. And they'll take you and show you around and work out. What's a better workout than having it for free? But if you want to join, they'll have some details on that. For any other details, you can follow me on Facebook, Street Chef. Follow me on my channel on YouTube, Colin the Chef, or Instagram is Street Chef. So that being said, until next time, good eats. Let's eat these nice Italian sandwiches.